I really think that, I've had my fun and I've gotten a lot older and I realize now that, I want to have something long term. I want to have something serious. I want to have something that hopefully, if things go well, that could potentially lead to a marriage, have my own family. I just got hired on with the department up here, so I know I've got job security, and it's something that I'm going to hopefully do for the rest of my life, until my legs fall off. And even if that happened, I'd still find a way to do the job somehow.
We like that.
Welcome back, everyone. We're continuing to support those who want to pursue meaningful, long-term relationships. In today's video, we're talking to an intentional single who will do a self-pitch. Keep watching to learn more about this eligible single.
If you are also single, intentional, and believe you may be a good match, please reach out to them directly.
All right, today we'll be speaking with an intentional single by the name of David. And that is how you pronounce your name, correct?
Yes.
All right. And David, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Williamsburg, Virginia.
Williamsburg, Virginia.
Okay.
Nice, nice. And are you born and raised?
I am born and raised in Virginia. I was born about 3.5 hours away from here, town called Portsmouth, a little less than like 100,000 people,
Yeah.
Military town. So, but I've always been a country mountain guy. So I moved up here this year, and I work up here now, live up here, and I've got no complaints. I'm happy.
That's good. That's good. And what is your age, David?
34.
34. Okay, good. And do you have a particular age range of any of the ladies that you're interested in?
I've never actually judged anybody by age. I've always kind of done it by personality. Um, I mean, obviously, I'm not, looking for, I guess like an 18, 19-year-old, because
Right.
obviously, 18, 19, you might not have, your decisions in life together. You might not know what you want to do. You might not be ready for a long-term commitment. Um, but at the same time, I try to understand people's personality and, like outgoing, adventurous, good sense of humor, likes to travel, family oriented. Maybe isn't afraid, get her hands dirty, but we can dress up at the end of the day and go out to a nice dinner somewhere.
Mhm.
You're asking a lot of the questions for us. We like it.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
sorry, I'm gonna jump
great.
ahead.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living, David?
I work for the Augusta County Fire and Rescue Department up here.
Very cool.
Nice.
Wow, a cowboy and a firefighter.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh. And then, David, do you have any children?
I have no children. I have never been married.
Oh, good. Okay. And what makes you an intentional single, David?
But I've been single since 2019. That was my last long-term relationship. Um, I really think that, I've had my fun and I've gotten a lot older and I realize now that, I want to have something long term. I want to have something serious. I want to have something that hopefully, if things go well, that could potentially lead to a marriage, have my own family. I just got hired on with the department up here, so I know I've got job security, and it's something that I'm going to hopefully do for the rest of my life, until my legs fall off. And even if that happened, I'd still find a way to do the job somehow.
We like that mindset.
And I know I was
Oh, yeah.
raised right. My parents raised me, to be a gentleman. And, both my parents taught me mannerisms and they taught me, my dad taught me how to be a man, and my mom taught me how to treat a lady. And I've always considered myself kind of like the old school gentleman, like I'll still open doors. I'll still stand up if somebody has to, use the bathroom before eating dinner. I'll still say ma'am and sir. I always get asked if I'm in the military, and I always have to say, I come from a military family, but it was just how I was raised. And I know I have a good head on my shoulders, and I'm fun to be with. My friends will probably describe me, as I've kind of got a goofy personality. I like to laugh, I like to joke, and even if it's something corny, but that's just how my personality is. But I know I'm a very very serious person, and I love what I do for my work, and I would hope that a lady out there hopefully would still find, the old school Southern gentleman attractive, and hopefully somebody that would understand my personality. And if she has the same personality, you know, I'd love to meet her.
Great.
Beautiful.
Great.
Beautiful.
And David, what would your ex say about you?
Mm.
What would one thing she would say about you? Like let's say a positive and maybe
Area of growth.
area of growth.
We've we're still friends. It was nothing. I know nothing bad she would say. Um, she would probably say that I'm genuine, and that I've never, in all my life, I've never been accused of lying. I've never been accused of having any type of someone would like be skeptical of something that I would say. So I know that she would say that I was honest, and she would probably say, I was a gentleman, and I'm again family oriented. She had 3 kids of her own that she got from a previous marriage, and even though her kids were technically in their teens, I still tried to be a good role model for them. I was respectful with them, um, and so I really honestly can't think of anything negative that her or her kids would say about me.
Thank you. And then, David, what things do you value most, just in general?
As far as like traits,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that the genuine. I think whoever you are, be you, and don't try to. I guess I'm trying to channel what my dad told me a long time ago. Just be who you are. Don't change for anybody. Don't try to adjust yourself for anybody. If you're that goofy, likes to laugh at all the things, I want that to be you. If even if we were to meet, today, and I would hope that that would be you, 10 years later. And if you are more serious, if you may not have a good sense of humor, you don't have to laugh at a corny joke I say. Tell me, say that wasn't funny. It's uh, so I really think somebody, genuine, and somebody again, I know this probably all sounds cliche, but uh, definitely honesty. I've been lied to, and not just like on the dating side. I've had friends in the past lie, and it's just once you lie, I think that getting trust from somebody is probably one of the hardest things to earn back. You might be able to earn back somebody's
Yeah.
respect,
Mhm.
but I think earning back trust is a very hard trait to get back. So
Mm-hmm.
I always try to think those are 2 traits that I definitely think are probably 1 and 2 definitely when I look for somebody.
Yeah, I can definitely understand what you're saying. Yeah, no one wants a liar. No one wants someone who's going to lie to them or take their time for granted. And like you said, it is something that's hard to bounce back from because what you show someone is what you believe of them, and so you take them for what they give you and for what you see. So yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from. And also, David, what would you consider your an ideal first date for you? Like you take a lady somewhere, you guys meet for the first time, and she say, "Hey, I want to go somewhere." What would be your ideal date for her and you and her?
I hope nobody has said this yet because
Mhm.
I want to have something unique.
Okay.
But I would honestly say meet for breakfast. I would find the coolest, most unique hiking trail in this area. Hopefully, she's outgoing, likes to hike, and I would want to find, a waterfall, a view, someplace that we could go where you could get pictures, video, just
Mm-hmm.
that cool, calm, relaxing environment, and not just enjoy the environment, but be able to share that memory and honestly just talk. And I'm sure somebody out there would say, that kind of sounds boring, but at the same time, it's the perfect environment to talk to somebody if they have that outgoing personality. It puts you in nature. After that day, it would hopefully, the back of your mind, you're thinking, that was a really unique first date. And if that was the first date, I can't even imagine like what the second, third, fourth, and beyond would be.
Yeah.
And I kind of like to be spontaneous. The next one would definitely be a dream date for me because I saw it in an old movie one time. But I want to be able to take a nice lady somewhere out in the valley somewhere, I want to put a air mattress in the bed of my pickup truck on a full moon, starlit night, and I want to just have an evening just us, just like that.
I like that you want to connect. Like it's important for you to connect on your date.
Yes.
In terms of favorite attributes about yourself, what would be your favorite non-physical and then your favorite physical trait about yourself?
I don't like talking about myself, but I guess I guess for a physical trait, I'm tall, I'm built. So I would hope that that lady would know that I bring her some type of security and know that she can feel safe around me. Even to this day, I've always been very, try to always have, eyes out for, safety, and, always try to look, not that, not like in like a paranoid way, but, just to kind of,
Yeah.
eyeball and just kind of make sure like, hey, it's my date, like I'm trying to fund a business. Uh, and I would say non-physical trait. Uh, I think I just have a I think I just have a funny personality. I think I'm just a fun person to be around. I really try to have even just friends. Like I want people around me to enjoy themselves and not have to worry about anything. Simple, but you enjoy yourself.
I think, ladies, you better hurry up and message him. This cowboy firefighter is going to be snatched up really quickly. One thing I love about my husband is he will situate where he can face the door. He does those very, very chivalrous things, like pulls out the chair even for lunch at home.
Yeah, and I was just saying the same thing right when you were speaking what you said on security. I do the same things. I make sure I walk on the outside of the street. She walks on the inside. Make sure I face the door
Yes,
so that I can watch her back. I'm always looking and kind of just browsing the scene around, make sure things are safe, and definitely a manly trait for sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. And David, how would you like to be contacted? Any social media or or email would be good, you think, for the ladies to reach out?
Well, I unfortunately don't have much social media, so I would probably just have to say, probably, I guess, email.
Yeah, email would be great.
You seem so genuine.
Yeah, you do. Seem like a good guy, Dave.
Oh,
And like
thank
I
you for
said, we
that.
appreciate your time, appreciate
Very
talking to
much.
you. I know that you're a busy guy,
Absolutely.
and like I said, you could have been anywhere else. So we just appreciate you being here talking with us. And
Thank you for your service in firefighting.
yeah,
And
we do
wish
appreciate
you
Thank
you.
you.
a
All right,
Thank
wonderful
you.
weekend.
all right, Dave. Nice talking to you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Y'all do the same. Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Be sure to
Like
comment and
and
subscribe.
subscribe.